What's up, FlickPop Nation? Get ready for a rapid-fire news blast that's going to blow you away. First off, President Donald Trump is back in the headlines, issuing a stern warning to Washington, D.C. that he's prepared to declare a national emergency if the local police force fails to cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement operations. This is a massive political maneuver with huge implications for immigration policy and federal-state relations, and Trump is making it clear he's not backing down. Next up, we're shifting gears to the world of political discourse. Vice President JD Vance is set to host a high-profile podcast, The Charlie Kirk Show, on Monday. This move brings a major political figure directly into the podcasting arena, promising a deep dive into current issues and potentially shaping public opinion. We'll break down what this means for the political landscape and how it could influence upcoming discussions. Now, we're turning to a story that hits close to home for many: the potential erosion of civil rights protections. Parents are expressing serious fears as the Trump administration reportedly plans to slash funding and resources for its civil rights office. This could have profound consequences for vulnerable communities, and we're here to tell you exactly what's at stake and why this is a critical issue. And finally, we're heading across the globe for a tense international situation. South Korea has launched an investigation into potential human rights abuses following a significant U.S. raid on a Hyundai plant. President Trump is asserting that foreign workers are welcome, but this incident has caused a major stir with a key U.S. ally. We've got all the details on this developing story. Don't go anywhere, and make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these crucial updates. President Trump threatens national emergency over D.C. police cooperation. President Donald Trump has reignited tensions by threatening to declare a national emergency in Washington, D.C., if local police do not cooperate with immigration and customs enforcement ICE. This bold statement comes after a previous federal emergency order in the district expired, and Trump claims it was instrumental in reducing crime. He asserts that if Mayor Muriel Bowser's administration doesn't fully cooperate with ICE on immigration enforcement, crime rates will inevitably climb again. Bowser, however, has clarified that while she ordered city cooperation with federal law enforcement, she does not expect the Metropolitan Police Department to engage in immigration enforcement, preferring to return to their usual duties. Trump publicly criticized Bowser, stating she has allowed a violent criminal takeover of the Capitol and is now refusing to cooperate with ICE in removing undocumented immigrants. He vowed to call a national emergency and federalize the situation if necessary to prevent crime from surging back. While crime has seen a decrease in D.C. during the federal emergency period, the claim of no crime is contested. This latest declaration marks a shift in Trump's public stance, having recently praised Bowser's cooperation. Could this federal intervention reshape the future of D.C. policing and immigration? Next, we're heading into the world of political podcasts with a major announcement from Vice President JD Vance. Vice President Vance to host The Charlie Kirk Show. Vice President JD Vance is set to step into the podcasting spotlight this Monday, hosting an episode of The Charlie Kirk Show. This move signifies a direct engagement with a prominent conservative media platform, offering Vance a significant opportunity to communicate his message and political views to a dedicated audience. Vance announced the upcoming broadcast on social media, sharing a photo of a microphone and expressing his intention to pay tribute to his friend, the late political activist Charlie Kirk. The show is scheduled to begin at noon Eastern Time, promising to delve into current political topics and potentially influence public discourse. This guest hosting gig is more than just a podcast appearance. It's a strategic move for Vance to connect with a key demographic and amplify his political platform. The podcast's reach and influence within conservative circles make this a significant event for understanding the current political messaging strategies. Will this podcast appearance shape political conversations? And now, a concerning development that could impact civil rights protections for families across the nation. Parents fear losing disability protections amid civil rights office cuts. Alarm bells are ringing for parents and advocates as reports emerge of potential significant cuts to the Civil Rights Office within the Trump administration. This development has sparked widespread fear that crucial disability protections, hard-won over years of advocacy, could be jeopardized. The Civil Rights Office plays a vital role in upholding the rights of marginalized communities, including individuals with disabilities, ensuring access to education, employment, and public services. Any reduction in its capacity could mean less oversight and enforcement, leaving vulnerable populations more exposed. Concerns are mounting over how these potential cuts will impact the implementation and enforcement of existing laws like the Americans with Disabilities Act (ADA). Stakeholders are anxiously awaiting further details, but the prospect of weakened civil rights enforcement is already generating significant backlash and calls for action from advocacy groups nationwide. What does this mean for the future of disability rights in America? We're now turning our attention to an international incident that has South Korea demanding answers from the U.S. South Korea probes U.S. raid amidst human rights abuse allegations. South Korea has officially launched an investigation into potential human rights abuses following a significant raid by U.S. immigration authorities at a Hyundai plant in Georgia, which led to the detention of over 300 South Korean workers. The incident has caused considerable strain on the relationship between the two allied nations, with Seoul expressing bewilderment and concern over the raid's impact on future investment. Presidential spokesperson Kang Yoo-young stated that the government is conducting a thorough review with the involved companies to determine if any human rights violations occurred and if their demands were properly addressed. While President Trump took to social media to insist that foreign workers are welcome in America and that he does not want to frighten off investment, the raid has undeniably sent shockwaves through the South Korean community and its business sector. Deputy U.S. Secretary of State Christopher Landau reportedly expressed deep regret over the incident. The U.S. maintains that those arrested were either working illegally or had overstayed their visas, but South Korean President Lee Jae-myung has called the raid bewildering and fears it will deter foreign investment. Trump emphasized his desire for foreign expertise to train American workers in complex manufacturing, such as semiconductors and ships, before phasing out their presence. Can the U.S. and South Korea mend this diplomatic rift? Stay with us as we recap all these major stories and more in our lightning round outro. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. President Donald Trump is threatening a national emergency in D.C. over ICE cooperation. Vice President JD Vance is stepping into the podcasting world by hosting the Charlie Kirk Show. Parents are worried about potential cuts to civil rights protections impacting disability rights. And South Korea is investigating alleged human rights abuses following a U.S. immigration raid. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to FlickPop for all your breaking news, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow us on all our social media channels for even more exclusive content.